Hello, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. So in this video, I wanted to talk about something that I'm honestly personally still kind of picking up on, but I heard an analogy earlier that made me think of it a little bit differently, so I wanted to share it with everyone. The way that the analogy works is that you can't plan the route and the roads you're going to use during a road trip if you don't know what the destination of that road trip is. Super straightforward and super obvious, right? But they were talking about it more in a general sense of life. You can't reach your goals in life if you don't know what those goals are. Again, super straightforward. And the way that this other person was talking about it is more like you want to figure out what your goals in life are, and that way you can plan your future. Totally right, totally true. But you can change that goal for the future at any time, and you should never feel bad about that. And you should never feel bad for the time you spent to reach your previous goal. You can change, right? And you can work towards something else. And that's something I feel like I don't hear enough of in this world, right? I feel like I hear so much of, you just choose one thing and you go for it, you center yourself and it's a straight line all the way there and you ignore everything else. And that works for some people. And I'm not saying that's bad, right? If that's how you're going to live life, I respect it and you go for it and I hope it works. But that doesn't work for everyone and that's all right. It's okay to change your mind. And it's okay to dedicate yourself to something, right? And then choose as that's not something you want to do. Right? Like right now I'm writing, mostly for fun, right? If it doesn't work out for me, that's all right. But I'd love the idea of being able to build a life around writing books, generating ideas. Like that is something that I enjoy. So I'm going to go for it. I'm making these videos. I'm, writing every single day. I'm reading a lot of different things just because it's something I enjoy, right? But I can change that at any point, and I'm not going to look back on this time and say, oh no, why did I waste all that time writing, right? Because right now I enjoy it. Right now, that's my goal, and I want to work towards that goal, right? And it's the same for each of you out there. If there's something you want to do right now, work towards it. Don't feel bad about it. If you want to be a pro esports player, do it. Do it like, that's cool. That'd be so cool. Don't listen to all these people on the internet all the time who tell you that you have to do these 3 things. Or if you're not going towards these industries, then you're going to fail or something like that. That's not true, right? Yes, you should have a backup plan. Right? Like I have a normal job that pays the bills while I do this, right? But it's okay for each person out there. If there's something you want to do it, right? Work towards it. Take those steps. And if you change it, that's okay, right? If I choose that I don't want to be an author in the future, instead I want to be a streamer, right? That's okay. I can change that, right? And not just that, but the steps I took to be a writer will probably help me in my journey to be a streamer, right? Not all of it's applicable. Where I use an Oxford comma will never apply when I want to be a streamer, right? But I was still taking steps forward when I wanted to be a writer. And so even though I'm going in a slightly different direction, it wasn't that I was taking steps back. I'm just taking steps in a slightly different direction. It's all forward. Life is always going forward. You can't go backwards. No matter how much it might seem like you can, it's a step forward. It might be small, right? It might be diagonal, but it's forward. Right? And so while I'm still figuring this out, because I still change my mind often, I'm young, right? I'm really young and I'm trying to come to terms with that. And I've changed my mind about what I want to be in the future, how I want my life to go so often. And I'm going to do it next year, right? I'm so different this year than I was last year. And I'll be so different next year than I am right now. And it'll be like that every single year into, I don't know, I die or something, right? I don't know. And I just wanted to share this idea with everyone because it really made me think earlier. I was just driving while I was listening to this podcast, and it made me think and realize that I want to do everything I can for my current goals and enjoy it, right? I don't enjoy certain parts of it, right? But that's okay because I enjoy the overall goal. I enjoy the overall process. I want to make my life a certain way. And I understand that I have to work towards that. And if that changes in the future, that's okay. I still work towards what I wanted to work on. Right? I still improved myself as a person. I took the steps that were necessary at the time. I don't know how my life's gonna go. No one does, right? I can't plan everything. Maybe you can. I respect that. You pimp for it, but probably not. And that's okay. So I just wanted to share this with everyone because, again, it's really important to me. It's something I'm still learning, and it's changed the way I view things, right? So I'm hoping it'll help someone else out there as well. I would also love to hear if this has happened to anyone. Share just a point in your life where you changed direction, right? Because that should be appreciated and that should be something that we all love to hear, especially when it works. And even if it didn't work, what were the great periods of time during that change that you maybe enjoyed that helped you become the person you are today? I'd love to hear any stories like that. In general, thank you guys so much for listening. I really, like I said, I really hope this helped anyone out there. I hope you guys all have a wonderful, wonderful time tonight. And you'll hear from me again tomorrow. Thank you guys so much.